We were at the camp, and it's, I was going to say, you guys are late. I started the yearly maintenance on the John Deere tractor, and I forgot to take the camera. So, yous are late. But I'm halfway through, and I thought, well, it's better to start up and do it than not have one at all. It's just a reminder. Oh, just I brought it in my hand. See this here? Grampy there, he was doing a side panel on his garage, I think it is. It was rotten, and he's in the corner and he's trying to pull nails and things, and I said in my head, I must, okay, before I tell you the name, I must have 3 or 4 of these, but I don't know where they are. But I found this one. This is what you call a crow's foot. It's got, I'll bring it in a little bit closer. See the way it's built here to grab the nails, and then it's like a little crowbar, eh? But it's 12, 14 inches long, and there's another end to it. They're handy to have, especially they're a must, I must say, when you're doing construction. There's different types of these crowfoot, and but this has nothing to do with today's video. Just by the way, maintenance on my tractor. These small, I'm gonna call it toys, are expensive, and you have to maintain them. The biggest part of the maintenance is the cooling fluids. Like if you want an engine that's gonna last, you can't overheat it. So the cooling fluids, the radiator, fan belt, you go through all this and you visualize, eh? And you can, what I did is I got a tester and I test the antifreeze to make sure it's capable, because the antifreeze deteriorates with time. This one here, John Deere, they use a green one, not the orange one like the GM does. I was going to say a comment on that, but I won't bother. I'm not a big fan of their GM coolant, but that's something else. Part of the a lot of planes going through here this morning at the camp. I guess it's nice outside, and everybody wants to I don't know, fly in. Okay, so I started with the coolant, and then there's fuel. What you want to do is, I didn't do that yet, to change the fuel filter. See, every year I buy, like, it's a kit. Like in that there's a oil filter, there's a fuel filter, there's an air filter, there's the engine oil, and that's about it. That's it. I'm looking up here, right? Like, yeah. See, like, I've already put the oil filter on, so I still have the box. I want to take down the number, because my memory fails me. This here, this is the fuel filter. I haven't changed that yet. It's still full. And the oil is back in the engine. It's takes about a gallon of oil to fill this engine, and it's specific. They have a claim to fame. John Deere does, but I buy their oil, so then I'm more or less assured that's what that tractor came with, and I believe in sticking with what they recommend, so then you never have really a problem. So I got oil back in it. Now there's air filters. There's the outer, what did I do with it? Oh, it's on top there, hang on. Yeah. Put that here, some place where I won't lose it. Okay, hang on. Well, here, I'll show you. Well, I'll take you off of here. Okay. Yeah, a lot of stuff on here, eh? See, the air filter goes in here. This is the air filter here that's going in there. The old one is here. Yeah, it's dirty. I don't know how dirty, but it's surely dirty. It's good. You change them once a year, eh? There's the inner filter. I change that every 3 years. Now this will be the second year. I changed it last year. It's just a smaller filter. And here's a word of the wise, the tip of the day. You don't blow those. You can blow this one, but the inner filter, you don't blow that, because if you blow it with a air hose, you're gonna punch little holes through that, and then it's gonna have consequences on your engine. See my the thing there to put the oil in the engine. See, it's down there. The cap is where. Oh, it's in here. I just put that there so I don't lose it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, you don't blow it, and at the farm they know why. It cost them, I think, $80,000 or $10,000 to find that out. I won't say who or what, but somebody blew that little filter with the air hose to clean it up, thinking it was the right thing to do, and then they were hang on, I'll come back in here. Since this is a word to the wise, you're spreading lime on the field, eh? Like they get a few loads of lime every year, and they spread that, but when they spread that on the field, there's a little fine dust, eh? Well, it found its way into the air cleaner, and the pre-filter is not fine enough to capture those. So and then there was holes in the inner filter. So then first thing you know, all the cylinders got glazed by the lime or the lime dust. They all got glazed, and we did some tests to find out what was wrong. I was thinking first, because there was some loose in the, that was one of the bigger tractors too, by the way, the bigger, 120 horse, something like that, 125 horse. It was burning oil, like passing oil through the exhaust. I said, your blower, because it's, they have a blower on those engines. So I says, your blower's probably gone. So and I checked it, and there was some loose. It was loose within the blower, you see. So I said, you're passing oil through there. So he ordered a new blower, and we changed that, and it was still almost just as bad. So it wasn't, well, after one thing and another, found out that it was a motor that was glazed. And so I wasn't there. I was coming back to the big city, and I left there, and what they ended up doing is they split the tractor. They took the engine out, put it in the pickup, drove it down to Sudbury and got it rebuilt, and then brought it back, and new pistons. I don't know, they did a whole motor job, I'm pretty sure, like bearings and everything. I wouldn't think they did a half a job. They did the whole job, and needless to say, those inner filters, you don't blow them with the air. You don't have to change them every year, but when they're dirty, you just change them. You don't muck around with them, trying to save a few dollars by blowing them with the airline. Okay, where was I with my? See, this is not. I'm going to show you how I do it. We're just walking our way through the process here. So you change the oil, drain the oil, change the oil every year, whether it needs it or not. Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to say. The oil, even if you don't have much mileage, in the spring, like I know we're in August now, but in the spring, whether you need it or not, you change your oil because it's been sitting there, especially like my tractor, it sits idle all winter, and condensation inside the engine, and that goes in the oil. Your oil loses some of its viscosity by running. Like I know last year I put maybe 600-700 hours on the engine, and it's worthwhile doing a little bit of maintenance, yearly maintenance, just to keep the engine going. Like this one here doesn't burn no oil, starts good. You know, like it's worthwhile spending a few dollars to do the maintenance. Like I started off by saying, these toys cost money, and if you want to keep them, well, you just, like when I bought this, I made sure I had everything I wanted. So I don't have to trade it in to get the, I don't know, the fancier, newer model. This one has everything I need. It's got a bucket, I have a dozer blade, I have I have a backhoe, I have a box blade for the back, I have a splitter for it. What else do I have? I have a rock bucket, a 5-foot rock bucket. I have a 6-foot gravel bucket. What else do I have? Anyways, I have everything I need. So I maintain it. And just one thing, it's not going to make another video for this, but you guys, through my videos, have heard me talk about Valco. Valco HV350. Now I'm gonna show you. Yes, it's because I used it yesterday, and there's a panel that goes on the side of the tractor here, and you see this here, folks, right down here. This rubber, when I took the panel off, it fell, So I went and got my glue, and I says, that's the perfect occasion. See that? I could put another piece. See this panel here? Well, where is it? It's right there. See, there's only air supposed to get in there, and not, see, it's supposed to seal right there, and it's supposed to seal at the bottom, so the air just comes in. Oh, that's just for the rat. Comes in on the side. But I'll tell you something. That's something else, keeping your machine clean. See that? And I know there's people, look at the grill in front. It doesn't heat up, but it's it's showing a lot of dirt. I'm gonna bring that's what I should do. Bring the pressure washer here and give it a good cleaning. Yeah, okay, this is it. See, Valco HV350, okay? I glued that, Remember when I did the hood? See that? It's still like the day I did it. Now I'll show you the top there. It's right there. Right there. And it's still just like the day I did it. So I glued the little door here, the fuel door, and it's still good. I glued this, hang on, there, see that right there? That's still good. Now, the latest, I glued my seat, see that? Not there, not there. I have another spot up there. It was cracked, eh? Hey, I could buy another John Deere seat, but this guy's cheap, eh? And while my glue can do the trick, why should I buy another seat? I see there's another crack right here. I'm gonna put some right on the crack, and it'll be good for another while. Anyways, this is gonna be a stretched out one for sure, eh? It's the it's the yearly maintenance. I'm supposed to do it. Usually I do it in the spring when one of the first weeks that I come out here, but this year, I don't know, with the COVID thing, just didn't get to it. So okay, folks, that's it for this one. Don't forget, eh? The better ones are yet to come. I salute you all. Comments are welcome, eh? Try to give non-generic answers. Salute you all, and we'll see you in the next one.